Yes, we're gonna have a lot of mispronunciations of the characters, and the actors, and the filmmakers. So if we mispronounce anything, if it triggers you,
don't hold it back, alright?
Yes, just go cry to your safe space. Hey guys, what's up? This is Aaron Kramer's here with my buddy
Thomas McClellan.
And tonight we're going to be talking about the 2001 controversial Japanese flick, Battle Royale.
Oh baby, here we go. Let's talk about what I'm going to call basically Japanese Hunger Games.
It's better than Hunger Games.
Oh, definitely. And it only took one movie to make, pretty much. I'm talking to you, Katniss.
Alright, so let's address the controversy of the film.
Yeah, not a lot of people know this, but when the film first came out, the filmmaker didn't want to really release it in North America because he was afraid of sort of like a backlash that might happen.
Yeah, this was happening around the times when, like
violent films like this were seen as sort of corrupting the American youth or something
yeah,
like that.
like, one of the inspirations for, like, because, like, back in the late 90s, there was, like, the Columbine shooting that...
Columbine was still fresh in people's minds. They were afraid that this was going to just get banned in America or something like that.
Yeah, so then it was until 2010 when Anchor Bay, like, acquired the rights for it, and they released it in 2012, uncut. It has all these school kids who are forced to kill each other in one island.
Because the government is trying to, like, limit sort of like juvenile delinquents and stuff like that.
Yes. And one of the main antagonists is Takashi Kitano.
Oh, good old Takeshi. Basically kind of like...
the jack of all trades.
A renaissance man, we'll call him. But why did we actually really like this guy as the villain now? That's what the real question is.
Because he doesn't seem like a villain.
Yeah, he seems just like a teacher, and he's really fed up with all the bullshit he has to put up with all the time. And he doesn't really seem to actually hate the main girl in that film.
No, he likes her.
She's like the only real pure student of the place, really.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the only one that really actually shows respect to him, actually. So you kind of get that he's kind of just a very tragic character on the inside. Besides that, let's also talk about the characters in general. And I really do like the children in this film, actually.
Oh, yes.
They're really good actors.
Yeah, like, they're all complex. Like, you actually feel bad for them. Especially the stuck-up mean girl.
Yeah. Or that Japanese James Dean-looking guy. He's really freaking scary. I do like it when they show the cards about these characters and how they died and all that, because with a lot of American films like that, it's just a character dies and that's it. But with these characters, you actually feel emotion for these characters.
Oh, yeah.
And that's actually something that I really do like about this film, because it's very emotional in a way.
Yeah, that's one thing I also like about the movie is how stylized the stylized violence that actually left an impact on you.
Yeah, it's stylized, but it's very nicely stylized, at least.
Yes, but then, like, movies like this, like, where characters are getting killed, like, it's, like, from the victim's perspective.
And it is, in my eyes, a real classic. Hell, even Tarantino liked the film.
Yes.
And you could see a lot of the stylized violence that he took for Kill Bill in that, actually.
Yeah.
Hell, even, seriously, Go-Go's in that also.
Where's her ball and chain?
I felt bad, actually, for her, because I feel bad for a lot of the characters.
Yeah, like we said before.
Besides the actors, though, what I really liked about the film was the score, actually.
Oh, yes. It's very...
very operatic, almost in a way.
almost epic.
And props to the dude who had to do the conducting on that, because really good job. It kind of reminded me an awful lot about Stanley Kubrick's approach to A Clockwork Orange in a way. Using classical music with sort of these violent images kind of thing.
Yeah.
It gives it a sort of, not just a stylized look, but it also has sort of a profound feeling to it.
I also like the social commentary.
Oh yes, we got the whole social commentary, and
Like, I can actually see this happening today.
So, if there's one thing you didn't like about the film, what would you
Some
say?
scenes dragged on a little bit.
Yeah, I'll admit, it's kind of weird if you have 42 characters you have to pay attention to.
And then there's like there's actually like one scene that I burst out laughing.
Yeah.
It was at the lighthouse when that one girl, like, she's all coming in, all happy, excited, like, because of the guy that she likes. Like, she's so happy, like, almost cartoony, and then eating the pasta, then all of a suddenly,
Just dying from the poison.
yes, very Monty Python-esque in a way.
Kind of, yes. If there's one thing I didn't like about the film, I think there's like one giant plot hole I have to address. Now, it's established that the government guys can see them wherever they go and hear them for their callers, and yet for some reason they can't find these kids that are hacking the system and making a bomb.
I think it's because they put,
Sort of like, what was it, cotton or something?
yeah, I think the guy put cotton on it.
Yeah, that was the real big plot hole that got to me. What I actually liked was kind of the whole concept of the sort of surveillance thing.
Oh, yes.
It feels very kind of George Orwellian kind of in a way.
Yeah, like 1984.
But if you had to say final thoughts on the film, what would it be?
I would say, like, this is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Really?
Yes, it's
Alright.
like it's an excellent piece of work of Japanese cinema.
Or just a piece of decent cinema regardless, really.
Yes. I would give this a 10 out of 10, despite the scenes that are dragging on. What would you rate it?
Like I say, I really do like the characters. I actually feel the characters' plights, and I feel like I can actually relate to them. And the violence I really like. It's stylized, but what really makes the violence work for me is the music, and I really want that soundtrack because the music is just awesome for it. And the only thing I don't really like is that plot hole, so I'm just going to give it 9 out of 10.
Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with the bell button to get the notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.
Sayonara, guys.